All in a day's work for the Squadron Supreme, Earth's mightiest heroes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Listen, share, rate, and subscribe to Hip Hop Marvels Podcast, available on all podcast platforms and apps and streaming services. Available on Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more.
Yo, this your boy Frank Nick. And there's rules if you want to get in this Marvel Studios. Don't nobody get in this motherfucker. So rule number 1, don't pop your ass up. Don't bring no extra niggas. And you better be ready to write, direct, produce some hot shit, or you will not get in. Marvel Studios, nigga, you know what it is. Frank Nick, let's go.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
1 2 1 2. Hip Hop Marvels. Marvelous, Marvin Hagler versus Hearns. Whenever Bash take turns on verses, curses on whoever stepping near the bomb epicenter. The inventors of hallways y'all can't enter. So any villain type of step up, he get injured. We pull out pins and link up like the defenders.
End of your road, playboy, of course you're center the fold. I'm Bobby Drake versus Froze like I invented the code. You can't hold a candle to us with too much, you screw up. The podcast will tell you something good like Rufus. And we don't give 2 fucks with bash your territory. Get the cash and the glory while the grill tells my story.
It's getting gory, the blood, sweat, and tears took us farther. When great minds think alike, combined and onslaught ya. Xavier types that Magneto grip the microphone. Scott Summers stare a human down if I don't like its own. Metal on me like I'm Dr. Doom, piece to pick the bond. We marvelous on any beat we choose to spit upon. Bash.
It's your boy Dub Floyd, and the place to be, and the place to be is Dub Floyd. This is the Hip Hop Marvels Podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got a lot from the block to the comic shop. And this is Volume 5, Episode number 37. We call this one here Artificial Intelligence, Age of Dull-Tron. That's what we're going to call this shit right here. We're going to get right into it, you know what I'm saying? To the left of me, I have
Pat Mully, the beat bully. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Pimpin' Pat? What's good?
Yeah. And to the right of me, I have
you know, it's your boy E-Ray, aka Filmo Thick. You know how I like him?
How you like him?
Slim, thick with tapered ankles.
All day.
All day.
I want to give a shout out to the rest of the squad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rick. Shout out Terry. Wizzy. Who else we got? We got shout out to Jig.
Jig Pool.
Yeah, Jig Pool. Brandis, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the squad, man. Shout out to those guys. Please do remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. We're everywhere you get your podcast, man. And I'm talking across the board. That's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Audible. I know I'm missing some spots, but we're pretty much anywhere you get your podcast. So check us out. Please remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. So just do that. So we're gonna get right into it. With a new segment we have called Line Tings. Get right into it. So, man, big rest in peace goes out to Magoo, longtime Timberland collaborator, partner.
Magoo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. When I found out about this information, this kind of hit, man, because
yeah.
And we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of fakeness to me, and I say fakeness because, you know, throughout time, a lot of people have dissed Magoo. You know, he's ended up on a lot of whack rappers lists and all of that. And to me, Magoo, he pretty much he had a lane and he stayed in the lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He stayed in his own lane. You know what I mean? I don't go to Magoo looking for like straight bars. I go to Magoo when I want to, dance. When I
want to feel.
When I want to, when I want to see, girls out there shaking their ass and partying and sharing a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I go to Magoo for. So the fact that some people have him on the whack rapper list, I mean, I'm like,
damn.
But now they're like showing mad love and like saying, "Oh, Magoo, he was this, that, and the third." So I'm like, the hell with the fake. You know what I mean?
I ain't really realized that he was ever on a whack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
me neither.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, lists that, but
I know certain people weren't fans of him, but I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm saying? So, I noticed a lot of that, when it was announced that he passed or whatever. You have a article on because I know you just told me, because at first I didn't know what was the cause.
Heart attack at 50. Wow.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
This is crazy, and this goes to what I just read an article on what Crooked Eye was saying. Crooked Eye, King Crook, he was saying that hip hop needs to pay more attention to health.
Yeah.
And
Totally agree.
because 50 years old, that's still young. Yeah. That's young as hell, bro. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Insane to me. It's been scary too, because like I lost a really good friend, same age as me. I'm like around 44. So this dude was like I think he was a year older than me, but his birthday was like a couple days like within mine. And I know a guy that recently, he just turned 50. He had a stroke. So yeah, it's like people be like, "Man, why you in the gym like that?" You know what I'm saying? What's it like? I mean, I be in the gym to lifting weights and stuff like that because I just want to be strong. You know what I'm saying? And I try to eat a little bit healthier. I fast every now and then, but also too, it's just stresses that people have in their life. I had this conversation with my cousins the other day, and he was just like he was so like irate, whatever, about a situation he was having with the mother of his kid or whatever. And I was like, calm down, bro. And he was like, nah, don't tell me calm down. And then I was like, let me explain to you why I want you to calm down, because, you know what I'm saying, this is like, you eat pretty healthy, you're not a big guy, but it's still like stress is a major factor in going through things, along with eating well, exercising on a regular basis and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, and like I was saying earlier, Magoo, he just made feel good music, man. I was listening to the other day the Indecent Proposal album. Him and Tim, they got some hits together, man. They got some classic hits.
Really love the love, yeah.
Hey, they got some, and I was just listening to one of my favorite joints by them both is We At It Again off of the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, when that comes on, it's just like you gotta dance. And let's not forget the whole back in, I want to say 2004, because I remember I just got back from Iraq. The whole movement where You Got Served and Drop. Remember the song Drop with Timbaland and Fat Man School?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was, come on, bro. Like,
that had the clubs jumping.
That had the clubs jumping, man. And you know what I mean? They had Omarion and them niggas like stepping B2K. They was stepping in the, you know what I mean? To the drop joint. You know what I mean? Popping and locking and all that. So. You know what I'm saying?
He had his own style, but I kind of equate him to being like the VA's Q-Tip.
But yeah, that's I had I'm gonna see if I can pull it up, but I had read a Instagram post from Missy, and she said exactly that. She was like on some shit to where like, she was just basically telling how she met him and was like, I always thought you sounded like Q-Tip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it. It says, these are the kind of posts I don't wish on anyone. At first, I was in shock, and the more I sit, the reality kicks in on so many levels. I mean, in so many emotions.
Yeah.
I remember when we first met as teenagers, and you said, "Hey, my name Melvin," and I laughed so hard. And I said, "Wait, you really talk like that?" And you said, "Yep." And I kept laughing. And I said, what you do? You said, I rap, and you kicked 8 bars. And I said, you remind me of Q-Tip. And you said, he one of my favorite MCs, but your flow was VA, and I loved it.
Yes.
From that day, we became so cool. You supported me from day one, and you said, I'm going to call you misdemeanor because it's a crime to have that many talents. So for those that don't know, Magoo gave me the name Misdemeanor.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Says when we did the song Beat Me 911, I asked Magoo to get on it, and I played this verse over and over, and posting this is just heartbreaking. I am so lost for words. So yeah, you know what I mean? And even Skills chimed in the comments and said, he changed my life. I would have never met you and Tim if it wasn't for Mag. BA lost a real one.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's just dope to hear those type of stories. And
Can I say this too? Shout out to Missy Elliott, the goddess, the queen.
Yeah, most definitely.
She definitely need roses, but I just like, you know what I'm saying? She was one of the dopest female. I equate her to Jean Grey, MC Light as far as an MC, and she had vocals. So she was like her and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I was want to say.
Triple threat, man.
Yes,
like, you know,
and
a woman
she
of
made the beats.
Yeah, a woman of many hats. Produce,
right.
I mean, writing
is crazy.
Yeah.
She's a genius.
Yeah, for
certified genius too.
For sure, man. So, but yeah, man. You know, condolences go out to, you know, Magoo and his family and Missy, Tim, the whole squad, bro. Like, I think Genuine had, you know, put something out.
Goes out to hip hop, especially hip hop lost one.
Yeah,
lost another one. I should say.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like you said, hip hop lost another one. You know, rapper DopeBoy Ra, aka Young Capone. Yeah, Young Capone. He's passed away, and you know, got that news shortly after that.
He's been missing since July.
Yeah, so this is from Complex. It says rapper DopeBoy Ra, aka Young Capone, has passed away. The 35-year-old rapper was initially reported missing in Chicago earlier this week. His publicist, Alicia Carter, confirmed the news of his tragic passing on her Instagram on Tuesday, August 15th. The cause of death is currently unknown. And it says, you know, this is with a heavy, heavy heart that I'm even posting this. We made magic when we strategically put out projects, always. Young Capone, a.k.a. DopeBoy Ra, a.k.a. Ra, was one of my first hip-hop rap/rap clients, and I can't believe the news I just got of his unexpected passing, wrote Carter on IG. She continued, a friend, a client, and just huge in East Atlanta. This is not the easiest post at all. Rest easy, R.I.P. So yeah, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Rest in
Atlanta
power.
A lot of hits.
Rest in power, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I know I wasn't too familiar with his music, but I do know, you know, and he had a lot of features. Well, I've heard of him through features on like different Atlanta artists and stuff like that. And you know, I know he ran with like Grand Hustle, you know what I'm saying, at one point and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's just crazy just to hear about the loss of life in hip hop. All in all, man.
Another black man gone.
Yeah, man. So, you know,
young black man.
Young dude too. Yeah.
So we'll definitely you know, be tuned in to developments in that story as, you know, they come along, because, you know, I definitely want to see, you know, what the cause was, you know.
Yeah. I'm hoping it wasn't any ill,
nothing malicious.
Yeah. Nothing like that, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not that too. So, you know, condolences once again. You know, rest in peace. And then we have another one.
Whoa.
You know,
Chico Del Vec.
Yeah, Chico Del Vec, one of the founding members of Junior Mafia.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows Junior Mafia. This is, you know, Biggie's
Get Money.
Group, you know, Biggie's group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, the news was confirmed by Special Ed, man. Special Ed went to Twitter and said, just got a call, man. Rest in peace, Chico Del Vec.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Junior Mafia.
That's
So, you know,
We got to realize it's 50 years. And I mean, we all know Circle of Life, but it's 50 years of hip hop. So a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? You got to remember, like we were probably in our youth, we were probably in middle school and junior high or, you know, just starting high school when some of these guys were 19, 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
so,
most def.
I mean,
most def.
Mortality is going to come, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can look and learn from these things and appreciate and just give them love because hip hop, you know, we losing a lot of us.
Yeah, for sure. And you could tell, you know, when certain people pass away, you could tell the amount of people who had an impact or that they've had an impact on
their lives. Yeah,
you know, because everybody, like I said, from Special Ed to you know, Nino Brown of Junior Mafia. You got Easy Mo B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You say Special Ed, and then didn't Special Ed co-produce their debut album?
I wanna say, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wanna, you know, so, you know, I mean it the lineage just it goes on, and you know what I'm saying? I just wanna you know, take the time out again to send our condolences out to, you know, the whole Junior Mafia family, Chico's family, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, this is another hard hit.
Yeah.
Little C's, Lil Kim, hearts go out to y'all. Klepto, all of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Next I want to get into you know, Sony, you know, they halted production on a lot of films set to come out next year due to the strike.
Yeah.
And you know, like we talked about in the last episode, you know what I'm saying? We talked about a lot of you know, stipulations regarding the actors and writers, and you know, pretty much their the strike and how it could affect. Well, you know, the last episode we talked about how it could possibly affect the MCU and things like that, and it's seeming that way now by, you know, the amount of movies that either have been pushed back or they're not coming out next year at all, or indefinite, you know, been taken off indefinitely. So,
shut down like 60 TV shows.
Yeah, man,
costing like $3 billion.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Like, yeah, $3 billion. See, and
a lot of money.
I really hope they can get something clad and, you know, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And so yeah, I you know, I hope they get it together. They have a lot of you know, it's a lot of buzz going around. Like I said, the other morning I just watched on the news, my wife and I, that it's a lot of buzz talking about they may be hitting on some type of a deal or some type of a you know, agreement.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, soon that they can come to some type of agreement. You know what I mean? Listen, like I said, I back it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I just want them to be able to pay these people, because these are like billion dollar companies. And, you know, they're not paying. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? So one of the movies that Sony has pushed back that a lot of people are sad about is the Spider-Man Beyond the Universe. I mean, Beyond the Spider-Verse. Beyond the Spider-Verse.
The
third installment
Okay.
to the trilogy. And yeah, man, it kind of got me. When I heard the news, I was like, oh man, because we just seen, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That was probably the greatest movie.
Across the Spider-Verse. We just saw that. And that was like, especially with that ending. Come on now.
Yeah, probably the best movie of the year, probably right now. All consideration.
It's there. It's definitely there. You know what I'm saying? It pulled in like 591 mil. You know what I'm saying? At the global box office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I know they said that Barbie
the first
girl
one was
hit.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was crazy. You know what I mean?
And this one got a lot of controversy too, by having like different Spider-Verses. There was some young kid talking about, oh, they got an Indian Spider-Man. It's like, come on, man. It's inclusion. Come on. It's called inclusion.
Right.
But I thought it was great. I thought
Yeah.
making it so many different Spider-Mans and include, because everybody can see themselves as Spider-Man.
Right.
And I thought that was great.
Yeah. And so that's why it was a big like bummer to hear that news for me.
Yeah.
You know, because it was supposed to come out like March or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was supposed to come out March, and now it's like indefinite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you know what I mean? And that's not even just that. They Craven the Hunter. They had the trailer. Remember they put the trailer out?
Oh yeah. That was crazy.
They put the trailer out, and now that's like I don't know when they. I'm trying to see when they were supposed to drop that because the trailer was out.
I ain't gonna hold you. That trailer was amazing.
Yeah, it was. I was skeptical about that shit too. I ain't even gonna lie.
You know what it kind of remind me of a little bit? What's that? Distinguished Gentleman or Extraordinary Gentleman, where
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
yeah, where who was it?
Sean Connery. Yeah. Alan Quarterman.
Yeah, Alan Quarterman. He kind of reminded me of him kind of a little bit.
I think the only thing the gripe that I had with seeing the trailer was, Craven is known for his voice.
Yeah.
It's that accent that he has. And I heard it in his father, but I was like, why doesn't he have the voice? And I was like, And I was like, can I live with it? Can I live without it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, so IGN, they put out this article. It says Sony Pictures' release schedule is seeing some major changes due to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike. With Ghostbusters Afterlife 2, which I was interested in wanting to see that too.
Yeah.
It said that one and Craven the Hunter both being delayed, and Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse being removed from the schedule entirely.
No.
It says Beyond the Spider-Verse, which was originally set to be released, like we said, March 29th, 2024. No longer has a release date. So I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying?
Are you serious?
Says the cast wasn't available to complete dialogue recording in time for the spring release. So, Sony Pictures is reportedly considering several release dates depending on how long the strikes last. Says Ghostbusters Afterlife is being pushed from Christmas 2023 to Spider-Verse's formal slot. You know what I'm saying? Their former slot. You know what I mean? Which is March. And then Craven is shifting from October, because Craven was supposed to come out October this year, to August 30th, 2024.
So are they?
Hold on.
Are they completed with the films? Because October is just like next. So they just trying to push it back.
Yeah, they're completed, but I don't know. Because you got to realize some of these strikes forbid actors to promote.
Yeah.
So if we put out Craven in October, he can't go to any like talk shows, or he can't go to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no red carpets and shit like that. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they probably want to hit all the podcasts and TV shows and do the runs.
Right.
To promote.
I'm gonna need them to get this together, like real fast.
Well, it gotta hurt both parties. It gotta hurt both parties.
Yeah.
And that's when you come. You come to some type of good agreement, but it has to be fair for both parties.
So then So then they said a Karate Kid reboot has also been delayed.
Who they gonna have playing Karate Kid? Because I know last time it was Will Smith's son.
Jaden.
So, I don't know. And then
that was a while ago.
Then they said the sequels to Bad Boys and Venom now have summer 2024 release dates. So yeah, the like untitled Bad Boy sequel, they got June 14th, 2024. And untitled Venom sequel is July 12th, 2024. So I guess they kind of fixed those dates.
Tubio, we about to hit you up.
so yeah, man, like
the neo-black exploitation movies. Y'all better create y'all some superheroes for real.
For real. I'm trying to see like Plug Love the Avengers.
They already got people on there curving bullets around.
I know that was wild. I see now. That was wild, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta, I'm not gonna necessarily say step your game up, but they've been knowing the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in a time like this.
Some of them have been really like the cinematography, everything been You know what I'm saying? Pretty decent. So they've been bumping their game up since what? Some of them been like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, true.
Detroit running it though. Detroit running the game up. Detroit and Buffalo.
Right.
They running it up.
So so next, man, I want to get into what Ebro was talking about. We talked about this a little bit off. Yeah, we talked about it a little. We talked about it a little off camera, off air, or whatever. About the state of hip hop and what Ebro says is going on behind the scenes. So basically, Ebro is saying that he heard that labels are like, pretty much signing Latin and Afrobeat artists over rappers. You know what I'm saying? And they're making that a priority. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, what do y'all think about that? That's,
I've noticed a big influx in the Afro beats, and you've got the Burna Boys, you've got
most
the Tims,
definitely.
you got that I'm a piano style genre of music that's really taken off, and I'm not mad at it.
Right.
I'm not mad at how they're coming out, but not signing rappers and and just pushing that. What are you saying about hip hop then?
Hey, like we talked about off camera, man. Let's paint the picture here. Let's put it in context. So Ebro Darden, or how you say his name, Darden?
Ebro Darden.
Darden, yeah. So basically, he said that he heard whispers that major record labels aren't looking to sign many rappers right now.
Well, here's my theory on it. I got a couple theories. One theory is these rappers going to these Rico acts like Slim Thug. So that's probably being a deterrent from like major record labels signing these guys and say, oh, like,
liability.
Yeah.
And then another aspect where it might be is that a lot of rappers, though we talked off of camera, a lot of like rappers, because hip hop is 50 years old, and you had a lot of cats giving game from like all these different forums they were having with Damon Dash to Russell Simmons, showing them like how to not allow the big record labels to manipulate them and hustle them out of their money while they get rich and then they don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's two of the factors of why they like, okay, these hip hop cats, they getting a little bit too smart for us we can't pimp them like we may be able to pimp some of these.
Yeah, a lot of them are waking up. And you're right. You're 100% right. I can equate it to that. A lot of them are waking up wanting to be independent. You know what I'm saying? Realize some of these deals they're getting jerked in. Especially
them 360 deals is crazy.
Some of them, some of those, some of the contracts are just. They're ancient shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that 360, they get the record label get percentage of their merch, they get percentage of their concert sales because of the new way of delivering music. Now it's equated by how many streams you get or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. Then also like I also equate it to, and this is why Thanos is one of my favorite villains, right? Because everyone knows Thanos' ideology. Thanos is all about balance, right? He snapped his fingers to wipe out half of the universe for there to be balance. You know what I mean? And that's what I think needs to happen because, a lot of this hip hop that we hear today, it sounds the same. The radio, whether it be on these playlists, on these DSPs.
I don't want nobody sound like me on no record. Okay?
Everything is sounding the same and having the same content. And it's just like...
It's oversaturated.
Right. Yeah. So hip-hop's Thanos should come through and just snap his fingers. So half of it... I'm not saying all of it because I like some of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at least get rid of half of it to make room for other hip-hop so they can coexist. Right now, it's just like there's no coexistence no balance within hip hop. You remember back in the days, like we can turn on a radio station and hear some shit about the hood. You can hear some party shit. You can hear some shit about girls. You can hear some ratchet shit. You can hear some conscious shit. Like everything was balance.
It's always you could always hear that.
Right.
Now
And now
it's the same.
Now there's no room for anything else. Like so, and that's what I think some people are coming to the sense of, and to be honest, right? To be honest, I feel a paradigm shift coming on because if you think about it, the paradigm shifts within hip hop every 5 to 10 years, man, and it's like,
and we don't have room for anybody else. We don't have like you know what I'm saying. We used to have like the Backpackers, and we had like gangster rap, which was street news, and we had party music. So, like you're saying, that variety, like who can you equate to being the De La Souls or the native tongues of this generation?
You can't. You really can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that comes really close to that, and I wish they really do an album, is Costa Contra, Razkaz Sons.
Yeah.
And, you know, because they're dope. They're real dope. And me, with the whole everything sounding the same, me as a producer, engineer, you know, I hear it and it's the same 808s, it's the same hi-hats, it's the same snares over and over again. And I'm just like, all right, I'm getting tired of kind of hearing this.
Yeah.
It's just the same.
I want to play something. We was listening to this off of air, but I want to play this clip from Danny Brown off of his podcast. And you know,
say something to the young niggas, man, because they always getting upset. And they always thinking like the older niggas is hating on them. It's not that the older niggas are hating on y'all. It's just, we just gotta recognize quality. Right. Just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. Because if that was the case, y'all niggas would be wearing LeBrons. I see all y'all niggas wear Jordans.
For sure, yeah.
It's all about the new. The new is supply, and guess what? The LeBrons, they done created new technology.
Right.
You ain't gonna spray your ankles.
They just ain't hitting like those Jordans, though, man.
Guess what? The new rap don't hit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna make a better rap album out of y'all niggas than Cuban Links. Y'all got to make better rap albums than the rap album that existed to talk y'all shit. Y'all ain't did it. My headphones falling off.
But yeah, man.
We talked about several. I was telling you like how I felt like T.I. King album. That's one of my top 5 albums of all time. Like that album from beginning to end, I can listen to that album, and he has so many different things on that album that he delivered.
Yeah, that's what Danny Brown was hitting on is one of my gripes with, you know, a lot of the hip hop today. It's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying a lot of the newer artists, I'm not saying that they make, you know, all of their music is whack. I'm by no means am I saying that. I'm saying I challenge them to make something more memorable, because a lot of times it's like, all right, such and such album came out at midnight, you know, Friday, I'm always checking, you know, for new music. Oh, you know, such and such album, you know, came out, and then I give it a listen, and I'm like, all right, it was cool, but then I don't go back to it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, what did you think of Quavo's Rocket Power?
We're gonna talk about that in the
next one,
the next segment.
Okay.
Well, in the next segment, just for a little bit. But then you know, next episode we'll dive deep into it. Okay. Because I got a lot of things that, you know, that are on my mind about it. So, but yeah, man. So, you know, Ebro, he was hitting on a point, man. You know, like I said, you know, I'm a big Thanos fan, and like it just boils down to balance, man. We just need balance in hip hop. Once we get that, we're good. Like, like I said, I don't, and then, you know, like Danny Brown said, it's not the older people hating the young people and hating on their music and stuff.
Really not.
It's about quality, man. And I think that's what's wrong with hip hop now, because like we haven't had many like number ones, if any, you know, this year, or you know what I mean. Memorable albums, like I said, you know, last episode, Killer Mike album is still in my top for, you know, one of the album of the year for me.
Album of the year, most definitely.
And that's only because it's like it had substance to it. It was it's memorable. Like,
didn't that Kendrick album drop this year though, or was that last year it dropped?
I want to say that was last year.
No, it
late
was,
or late last. Was it? No, I think it was late last year.
It was summer of 22.
Yeah, yeah, because I remember we kind of reviewed it You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, nothing really is sticking out to me this year
There's
like that.
Nobody's put out anything timeless.
Right.
I have not heard anything like that. Now, a lot of the young people we were talking about telling me Trippie Redd. And I'm like, and I've listened to Trippie Redd. And don't get me wrong, talented artist, you know, and he's come a long way because I've seen the growth personally. You know, I've watched him when he was with XXX Tentacion.
Right.
You know, even when he was with 6ix9ine. Just seen the growth from there, and he's a pretty dope artist, you know. And he gives me hope.
Yeah,
you know, he actually gives me hope. I mean, even though he kind of leans towards the rock side, but you still hear the hip hop in there.
Yeah, there's some cats out there that like even now like that gives me hope. Corday is one of them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
dope artist.
Yeah, gives me hope, and you don't have to be on the lyrical, spiritual, miracle, individual type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You ain't got to be on that. You could be on some regular degular, like or like.
Just have
you know what
bars.
I'm saying? Like,
give me some bars.
Yeah,
feed my brain a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? But like, but yeah, like Ebro was saying, you know, he said he got a call saying it's and it should be noted that many record labels have deprioritized signing rappers.
Yeah,
he said the focus is now on African music and Latin music. Rappers better stop being boring and talking about the same shit over and over, chasing TikTok success. In comment sections.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That may be, you know, I just hit the nail on the head when you said that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ebro, I definitely agree with him on that.
You gotta be some business to it, but it gotta be some passion and soul, some heart. Like we was listening to that Planet Asia Age, all gold, everything. And it only had like what 5, 6 songs on it. But it fed my brain and my soul.
It hit though.
Right.
Yeah,
those 5, 6 songs definitely hit.
I mean,
most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, I mean, it's good. I want to party and dance too. Like I said, I got guilty pleasure. I think we talked about this off air. Some of my guilty pleasures, like Juvie. I got Juvie in my top 25. You know what I'm saying? Juvie. But you know what I'm saying? So we need that. We need the bounce. You know what I'm saying? We need
it all. But we just need a good balance of it.
Yeah.
That's why Thanos, you know what I'm saying, he snapped half away.
You know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make balance. We need at least half of this shit because we like if you had a pie chart for that shit being played on the radio, it takes up the whole pie chart.
Well, here's my thing.
It's not split down the middle. Now, if we could split it down the middle, at least, you know what I'm saying? Not even give it. I'm being rational here.
But let future be future though. That's my thing.
I'm not even saying give it a portion. I'm saying like split that motherfucker in half so we can make way for other shit and for the other half of the pie. Yeah, but there's no other half of the pie.
But when you turn on the radio and you can't distinguish, is this future? Is this person? That's when our generation, I felt we were the greatest because we was like we didn't want nobody sounding like us.
It's crazy because I'm starting to be able to discern who was who now. No problem, because I've heard it so much.
Yeah,
they be like, "Oh, who's that?" Well, I'm not. Like, that's Lil Baby right there.
But it's like, you know, the part of the balance is to hear two people that don't sound alike and they on some different shit, and it's like, all right, they both rocking their own, you know, in their own right. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna keep, you know, pay close attention to this as, you know, details prevail. Like I said, I'm very interested in this because, like I said, Ebro, he hit on a point, man. You know what I mean? He hit the nail on the head with that one. Yeah. But yeah, man, I want to get into it real quick before we move on. Jonathan Majors, his trial has been moved to September, which is good. It's been pushed back.
And a lot of us need to apologize to my mans and let him and Megan Good live.
Exactly.
He said, let him and Megan Good live.
That's my boo. She's slim thick with tapered ankles.
Wait a minute, how you gonna say, yo? Hey, look, what I'm going? But how you gonna say, let him live?
Let him live,
and then call his girl your boo?
Hey, look, I got a lot of boos and baby mamas out there. I got a lot of boos and baby mamas. Deja Low, you on my list. Deja Loaf, she on my list.
Yeah,
For sure.
I can't say anything because my girl be on my ass.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the trial, the new court date has been set for September 6th. And you know, pretty much, man, his team is saying they look forward to, you know, putting forth all the facts and the evidence. You know what I'm saying? I heard everything from old girl. She fled the country or some shit,
man.
And you know, different rumors and stuff. So I don't know. They saying he has a lot of evidence to back his story and back his side. So if that's the case, more power to him, because I definitely want to see Kang in these upcoming Marvel, these upcoming movies.
Videos are not biased. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Video cameras are not biased.
They can't lie.
They will not lie.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
can be altered, but they will not lie.
Yeah, so, you know, and shout out to Marvel for sticking by his side too, man. Because they could have left him in the dust. You see that
companies don't.
Right. You see that with a lot of people who get caught up in these these, you know, allegations and
what happened to my man
legal
Pirates
trouble.
of the Caribbean? What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
You hear about stuff like that, and you know, people getting dropped, but Marvel, you know, they I guess they had talks with him. He was telling them like, look,
I would love to see Johnny Depp in a Marvel movie, bro.
that would be dope too. But
he can't be the same person though. He can't be Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he can't be Jack Sparrow.
Lord, Jack Sparrow turned up in an adventure movie. Like, what the hell?
Come on, man.
Shit. But yeah, you know, a lot of people don't get that chance, and you know, I think it's just I know he's probably grateful for that. You know what I mean? That Marvel stuck by his side.
Most definitely.
And yeah, man, so we can keep this MCU connectivity, this connecting the dots, and
because I'm excited to see where it's going.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see his character that he played in Ant-Man. I want to see how he was like multiple of them.
That's what we're talking about, because he's, you know, set to be in multiple movies as Kang. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like, we definitely want to see him, because it's embedded in my head now.
He's that threat.
Like, they can't pull off a Terrence Howard, Don Cheadle.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gotta. You know, I would like for them to keep. You know what I mean?
They didn't even try to keep the same complexion. They
just used to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we're gonna turn the hue up a little bit. We're gonna turn the hue up a little bit.
I ain't mad at my man Don Chino.
No, I ain't mad at him. Not at all.
Yeah, that's my AKA,
because he's roadie to me.
Yeah, that's my AKA. They call me, you know, War Machine.
Okay.
You know, AKA the last Don Cheadle. Not the last Don, but the last Don Cheadle. You know what I'm saying?
I was a little upset with you, Dub. I gotta pick a bone. You ain't give me my Marvel name, but I'm gonna give you my Marvel name.
Oh shit. I mean,
the Colossus Juggernaut. That's what I'm gonna
Colossus.
The Colossus Juggernaut.
But yeah, man. So yeah, man, we look forward to seeing more what, you know, develops of this story coming in the near future. Like I said, September 6th is the new date for his for him to appear in court. And I'm gonna be glued to the TV if they televise it or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna, you know, keep my ear to the street, so
I just hope all things go well. And you know what I'm saying, they're probably gonna drop it. So if old girl out of the country, it's probably just gonna be dropped and dismissed. I mean, I've seen some of the evidence and stuff. They've shown like him totally a different place, and she goes somewhere else and come back all beat up. And it's crazy, man.
Yeah. So, we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. So don't go nowhere. This is Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel. We'll be right back. Are you looking for a sweet treat to brighten up your day? Do you want to support a local Black-owned business that makes delicious pastries and snacks? Then you need to check out HookandKee Creations out of Sanford, North Carolina. HookandKee Creations offers a variety of mouth-watering goodies with a New Orleans flair. Cupcakes, cakes, cookies, candy apples, candied popcorn, ooey gooey bars, and more. They use fresh ingredients and homemade recipes to make every bite a delight. Whether you need a cake for a special occasion, a snack for your office meeting, or just to treat yourself, HookandKee Creations has you covered. You can order online, call, or text 919-537-9676 and follow them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest creations and promotions. Order from HookandKee Creations today and enjoy a little taste of New Orleans, one bite at a time.
What's good? It's your play upon the 2 Chainz, you feel me? In the building, money all the way to the ceiling.
Hey yo, what up everybody? This is Thigh Home.
Yo, this is Trackstar the DJ.
Hey yo, what's up? Relax your mind, let your constantly screen get down to the sound of PFD. This is Paris Smith, legendary rapper, PFD.
Rocking with Precise Politics.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Eclipse.
Hello everybody, this is Jennifer Duval.
It's your boy Sheik Luch. D-Block, all day silverback gorillas.
What's good, people? This is Eternally MC.
What's up? This your boy Wyclef Jean, a.k.a. Spider-Man. You already know I'm a superhero. What makes me a superhero? Come on. Hip-Hop Marvels.
This is Hip-Hop Marvels.
We are live at Hip-Hop Marvels. So you know how we do all the things all the time. This is where the superheroes reside. You know what I'm saying?
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. Keep tuned in because they couldn't have bridged together a better gap. All right?
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. I'm over here marveling at all these dope sounds.
That's the chill. Hip-Hop Marvel.
Right now I'm checking out Hip-Hop Marvels podcast, available wherever dope podcasts are streamed.
Right now you checking out Hip-Hop Marvels podcast.
Keep blazing that shit and all that.
Feel me? You're tuning to the
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. Your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip-hop and Marvel.
2 Chainz Radio.
And we're back. Hip Hop Marvels Podcast. Your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got a lot from the block to the comic shop. You know what I'm saying? Volume 5, episode 37. You know what I mean? We're back at it. This next segment is called Yes, Yes, Y'all. It's hip hop music, album talk, all that good stuff. I think we're just going to get right into it, man. Hip hop's 50th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hip hop 50th.
50-5-0.
5-0.
That's big. 50 years.
Half a century.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Started back, we got a big shout to DJ Kool Herc.
Kool Herc.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Started on
Clyde.
Huh?
Clyde.
He said Clyde. Yeah, Clyde. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say thank you to hip hop and thank you to all the creators that did it because it was an anthem to my life. Hip hop got me through several hard times in my life. Got me through school a lot of times. It got me get up and just go. Like to hear like some of the things you hear in hip hop that is taken advantage of, that we just took advantage of today. Like when Biggie was like, you know what I'm saying? I had two pairs of pants, 3 shirts, whatever. I sold tigers on my shirts and alligators. You want to eat the inside? Well, I'll see you later.
See you later, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I got a question. So and I'm gonna ask both of y'all. So what's that one hip hop song
that got us into it?
Not that got you into it. Well, you could say that either got you into it or really put you back in that place to where everything was just perfect and good.
Boogie down production. We'll always get paid. We'll take the wackest song and make it better. Remember to let us into your skin. skin, and then you'll begin to master rhyme and rhyme. Man, when I heard that,
that's okay.
when I heard that, bro, forget about it. KRS-One, knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Come on, man.
Yeah, I can't even be mad at that.
Listen. You know what I'm saying? Once again, big shout to Kool Herc, you know what I mean? And his sister Cindy, you know what I mean? It was her party.
Yep.
It was her party. She, you know what I mean?
At the gym.
She was like, you know, I want my brother to DJ. You know what I mean? We gonna invite, you know, folks over.
Yeah.
And we gonna rock the house. And you know, Kool Herc, he used the merry-go-round system. You know what I mean? That's 2 turntables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got the party rocking. And then I think it was like either it got late or something, or then they moved the party across the street.
Yeah. To the park?
To the park.
Yeah, to the park.
You know what I'm saying? And kept the party rocking.
Man.
Hip hop. You know what I mean? You got people on the mic. Like MC Coke La Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Rock.
You know what I mean? Not really even rapping.
No,
like,
just
MCing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's where it came from.
We got such and such in the place to be, and
Slick
you know what
talking.
I'm saying?
That's slick talking,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Because it was centered around the DJ.
Yeah, you know,
it was about the DJ.
Most definitely, you know, and it's just the essence, you know what I mean? And then you incorporate the elements, all of the elements, graffiti, DJing, breaking, you know what I mean?
The Puma suits,
MCing,
the Fila suits, the Adidas suits,
you know what I mean?
The shell toe
toes,
Ds, man, so
fashion,
much.
you know what I mean?
Fashion.
Fashion,
Still
that's
a big part.
That's an element. That's an element. You know what I'm saying? Fashion.
We
That's
set
an
the
element.
trends. We
You know?
definitely set them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, they had a big, they had a big show at Yankee Stadium, rightfully so, in the Bronx. Nas, Mass Appeal was behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And shit, the show went on for like 8 hours, bro. I mean,
full work day,
bro. Full work. They put in work. When I said put in work, they put in work.
They did.
I mean, everybody from
Sugar Hill Gang, Roxanne Shante,
Grandmaster Cass, Melly Mel,
Scorpio.
Then Roxanne. You got
MC Light,
Cindy Campbell.
You move up. Then you get into you get into your Commons, your Nas's,
Fat Joe,
your Fat Joes, your Ghostface, your Wayne,
Ice Cube,
Slick Ricks.
You know what I'm saying? Like they had a lot of people perform, and yeah, it was dope, man.
Yeah, it was.
They had some highlights. What was one of the highlights that you dug, Pat?
I ain't gonna lie. It's actually DJ Hurricane set.
Okay.
It was actually his set that really I was out and I was on it. Queens. Man. I always liked DJ Hurricane. It was something about his style that I've always was drawn to. You know, when you talk about DJs. I mean, of course, I love Kid Capri. Of course, it's a lot of DJs, but DJ Hurricane was always one of my personal favorites.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The biggest thing that I loved about the 50 years of hip hop is that we had men able to put aside their prides and whatever and come to a conclusion and nullify situations with my man Nas and my man what's the name for the Bridge is Over, Shan, NC Shan. Like, you know,
you talking about MC Shan, not you talking about
Nas,
the Bridge, the Bridge, yeah.
So like when they had like some little beef, whatever, and then I think it's showing like the growth of it. Not just it's not 50 years of hip hop. It's young men going into adulthood of men and responsibility of men, because a lot of these young men are now fathers, grandfathers. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, most definitely.
I thought it was a very good teaching moment for MC Shan and Nas to bury the hatchet and talk it out and, you know, come to some type of reconciliation of the situation.
Right.
That's what mostly thing I got out of it.
Shan can hold a grudge.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
He's shown that a few times.
Yeah, one of my highlights from there was I had a few highlights. Of course, I love when Ghost and Deck and all of them came out. I mean, as a Wu head, like, come on, man, I love that set. And then Nas, man, when he brought out El Boogie. Miss Lauryn Hill herself, man. They did If I Ruled the World.
I was surprised. I was in complete
I mean,
shock,
she came out and did her, and I kind of figured when he put on Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he gonna bring out El Boogie to do her verse, and she better not go nowhere after that. She better stay, and she ended up staying.
Can I tell a quick story about Nas and Lauryn Hill?
What's that?
So like a couple years ago, they had a concert in Raleigh in the Pavilion. And
I remember that one. It was just a few years ago too.
Yeah,
right?
it was like a couple years ago.
Recently, yeah.
So it rained early that time.
Mm-hmm.
So then when it rained, I had met this chick I went there with, and we went there, and she was like, "I'm so sorry that you didn't get to see Nas, because we were kind of late because she made it kind of late. She stayed in High Point, and then but he didn't go because it rained, so he came out later. So Lauryn had performed. We got to see Lauryn perform, and I don't know if it was just a situation or whatever, but Lauryn her voice wasn't sounding good or anything like that. And Lauryn has a beautiful voice, don't get me wrong. But when Nas came back out and they did I Rule the World, it's like whatever she was going through at that time and had her voice not sounding right, man, she sound like she's been touched by angels. It was like such a beautiful thing. Her and Nas killed it, baby.
Yeah.
So I just had to share that little story.
Yeah. When they did that at the Yankee Stadium, man, I was just like blown away, man. It just took me back. And then on top of that, she did Ready or Not.
Oh yeah.
And like, come on, man, like she looked beautiful.
Of course.
She had a little New York hat, her little hat on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She, you know what I mean, looking beautiful as ever. And that was one of the highlights. Also, Run DMC closed the night out. Run DMC is one of my favorite groups. Yeah. They killed it. You know what I mean? Got back into routine, like back in the old days. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they can never not. I think it just is like riding a bike for them.
Yeah, it's just like it's reflex for them.
Yep.
At this
Muscle
point,
memory.
Muscle memory. Yeah. So, but yeah, I forgot Curtis Blow came out.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, Fat Joe, Common,
Melly,
EPMD, ASAP Ferg. Oh, how can I forget about Lupe though? Lupe came out.
He gotta drop something, man. He gotta drop something. Lupe,
he came out, and then Slick Rick. That's another one.
The Ruler.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they had, a lot of people in attendance there. It was like I said, it was co-produced by Mass Appeal. And Live Nation and the New York Yankees. They brought out Derek Jeter. Like, you know what I'm saying? They brought out Derek Jeter.
Then they had their little, like, I guess it was like a segment for the Queens of Hip Hop with Eve.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was
yeah, man. Like,
I like seeing that.
Eve had them bars though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kim. I forgot about Kim. Yeah, they brought out Kim. Her and Little C's did Crush
Trina.
on You.
Oh man,
Trina came. Yeah. It was. Yeah. How can I forget?
Yeah.
It was a lot of.
It was dope. It was real dope. I actually sat there and I believe I probably got to about. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I got to about. I watched it. I didn't watch it in one go because no, it wasn't happening. It took me a few days.
It took me a few to it took me a few days because I couldn't. Yeah, I love hip hop, but that's you got to pay me 8 hours to listen straight hip hop.
That's a full day of work.
Nah, I'm lying. I listen to hip hop for free forever. You know what I mean. I don't care, but nah. I am human though.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
I am a human being. You know what I mean. If I had the strength to do it, I watch it in one sitting. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things I would. You remember, like for instance, you remember when they like when certain Avengers movie come out, they'll have like at the movie theater, come watch the first 3 and then this one, like back to back to back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
bruh. Younger me would definitely do that.
Yeah,
right.
Would definitely do it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like all in all, man, I'm happy for it. We're still celebrating. Hopefully, there's more like events throughout the year because I know they had some in the beginning, and then that day they had a lot of events. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of events all over the place to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yeah,
you know
what's
what I mean?
going on?
So I'm hoping they continue that because even though it's not the exact day, we could still celebrate the year. You know, because this is still the year that hip hop turns 50.
And it's crazy that, 50 was doing his last tour, him being 50 Cent.
50
anniversary. And the people that he brought out on his tour.
Yeah.
Was insane.
And his tour is rocking too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
His tour is rocking. He just left this area. You know what I'm saying? Coming through Raleigh and Charlotte. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, like what can I say? Like hip hop is hip hop. It's a genre of music I love as far as the genre, but it's a lifestyle that I live.
A way of life.
It's a lifestyle that I live, genre that I love, and shit, man. That kind of leads me to segue into this next topic, which is AI.
AI.
And the impact and effects that it has on hip hop, man.
It's very interesting.
Positive and negative.
Yeah. There's shit. I would say every few days I get a new alert on my phone about something to do with AI and hip hop, whether it be like somebody here's an artist over this song or here, you know what I mean? Or the effects of AI.
Yeah.
They have like the Family Guy rapping over a Biggie beat or something. I mean,
They're doing all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're doing all types of shit with the AI. So I guess my question is, to you guys, where do you think it's headed, and what effects do you think it has on hip hop now in present time?
Well, I think right now, with it still, still being in this beginning, beta stages or whatever, it's interesting to see where it's going to go. And I think the positive that I see and that I'm hoping that is actually going to happen is like artists, that weren't able to further their careers because of something happening with their voice. One artist in particular that I was really, excited about back in the day was the DOC. That car crash.
Yeah. It was a boat accident. Yeah,
it was a crash.
No, not a boat. It was a car crash. Yeah, it's a car accident.
Car accident.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they highlighted it in Straight Outta Compton too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight Outta Compton or the movie, they highlighted it there too as well. So,
okay. So
it was a car accident.
They're able to reconstruct. AI is able to, analyze his voice and reconstruct it so, he can actually put out something that he was supposed to put out years ago.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
In that instance, I definitely rock with that. I can rock with that. Like if you're an artist and you have a hindrance on your voice that, it's not your fault or whatever. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then I'm all for AI because it's still you. It's you.
Yeah.
Like I'm AI in my own shit. Like it's me.
And
like it's not. I'm not trying to sound like nobody else and profit off of it. I'm me. I'm writing my own shit. I'm just going back to my old voice. Beans just recently talked about that as well, saying that he has plans on using his AI voice to recreate his
That'll be special. Beans he's a poet. I mean, he can write. You know what I'm saying? He got bars.
Yeah.
So
I got this from Vibe Magazine. It says Beanie Siegel has announced that he will be utilizing artificial intelligence in the creation of a forthcoming album he's currently working on. During an interview with DJ UTV that surfaced, the Philly native referred to AI in a welcoming manner, deeming technology as a benefit to those who are vocally impaired. which we just said. You know, I agree wholeheartedly with that. Like if you vocally impaired and you're still making music, by all means. He said new project coming soon. I think I found a good friend with this AI thing. Yeah. A lot of people frown on AI, but I think it's gonna work for me. I've had a colorful life, so I've been through things that hindered my voice. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, he said he's gonna get into the AI stuff in his recording process real soon, and that, you know, he was researching it and just was informed of the power of it and how it works. He said it's definitely for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what about me being a producer? You know, I'm lyrically impaired, right? Now, say if I were to get AI to analyze my voice, I was to make a beat and I get AI to analyze my voice, and it was to produce lyrics and use my vocals to say those lyrics over my beat. How do y'all feel about that?
So let me get this straight.
It's basically ghostwriting for me.
Oh.
But it's still my voice.
Oh, I thought you were writing the lyrics. You just wanted it to say it for you because you don't feel comfortable with saying.
As an old head,
you saying ghostwriting for you?
Yeah, as an old head.
Would you?
Old head unk,
Hold on, we about to
I can't rock with it.
We about to cook.
I can't rock with it.
Hold on. Okay, we about to cook.
I mean, even the old heads back in the day, they had people ghostwriting for them.
True.
But people you respect it, no.
But right, but what's the whole written?
I wasn't saying.
What's the whole unwritten rule about hip hop? Like if you don't write your own,
original. Yeah,
if you don't write your own shit, we don't we don't credit you.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
that's why Drake came in the top 100,
bruh. He talking about the top 100. Man, come on.
Well, how do y'all feel about producers like who actually aspire to be rappers but weren't challenged to write lyrics?
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I never wanted to be a rapper though.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if you wrote the lyrics.
No, but not even that. If you want a ghostwriter, which is cool because they have ghostwriters in other genres. Ghostwriting in hip hop is really not that big of a thing to me, as long as you're not claiming you the top lyricist in the world.
Exactly.
If you claiming you the top lyricist in the world, well, I need to see your pen go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're not claiming that, by all means, they ghostwriting R&B, they ghostwriting rock music. Like I don't mind the ghostwriting thing. Just don't claim you like the best.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Rapper ever. You know what I'm saying?
To hip hop connoisseurs, you can't.
You
do
know
that.
what I mean? Which to Drake's credit, I never heard him say that. You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard him say it either.
He might say he's the best, and you can say you're the best. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with saying that.
No, but
it's an affirmation.
But to say he never said I'm like one of the illest lyricists on the planet.
I never heard him say that.
So
he's a Michael Jackson of this era.
So, but to add to your thing, why not just pay a ghostwriter?
Why pay a ghostwriter when you got AI to do it?
For free.
Yeah.
For the free 99?
Yeah.
I think an artist would have more validation paying a ghostwriter to do it rather than having a computer write my lyrics.
I mean, but look at with the Tupac DMX joint.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that one.
But to Pat's point though, Pat just he said something very like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of resonated with me. He said, I've never been an MC, but I can make dope beats. So I would respect that's essentially Dre. Dre make dope beats. He never been a rapper. That's why I said
Cube did do the writing.
Yeah, I didn't care about that. I still love Dre beats. I still love Dre album.
So I get what you're saying. That could be a possible loophole though.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Because you produce, but at the same time you don't really rap. You just using your voice and you getting AI to do it. But then people might say, well, you're just being lazy and not writing your own lyrics. Like you could just write your own shit and just say your own shit. You get what I'm saying?
But again,
I get
it.
Yeah. I get your point on that. I get
again, that you could do that with like, you know what I'm saying, like Puff, where he had 50 Cent, he had Mace,
Puff
Puff
has ghost writers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But tell me a Puff album that you really didn't enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That you didn't really like, that you thought that was garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Puff gonna get you up out your seat.
Yeah, Puff got
moves.
You know a lot of Puff's albums is hard.
He said, I don't write rhymes, I write checks. And hey, look, but he still had you. Take that,
seriously. My thing,
Easy.
Seriously. My thing is,
and that's what I mean. I said, like, I don't mean that we disrespect the Eazy-E, Dr. Dre,
No,
anybody
not
who
at all.
got written. I said we don't, like, as a hip hop connoisseur, a purist of MCing and loving bars and stuff like that. Like it's something like a soulfulness. Like when I say that Beanie Siegel, if you listen to any Beanie Siegel, like it's so much soul that he put. It's not even just the bar sometimes with him, even though he barred up.
Feel it in the air.
It's just you know what I'm saying? It's just a soulfulness, like Snoop. Snoop is not he not gonna give you like the dictionary, but he got like a soulfulness in his delivery that I respect. You know what I'm saying? I can't put him in like he'd probably be in my top 40 MCs, but like it's just a soulfulness. You know?
Right. I'm gonna tell you that one bar that hit with me was Snoop when he said, "Waked up, jumped out my bed. I'm in a 2-man cell with my homie Lil Half Dead." When I heard that on the Chronic album, oh my God, that hit so hard. I was like, I ain't been to jail yet. But it hit me so hard. Like I was like, yeah, I'm in a 2-man cell.
Bruh.
Yeah, I was a young boy when the Chronic came out too, man.
Bruh. Yeah, man. But so yeah, like what do y'all think? Like, so I guess some of the long-term some of the long-term issues or
let's
dealings with AI. Like,
let's jump back to what we were speaking about earlier about when you were saying that Ebro was saying that record companies. Why as a person in a record company would I pay rappers anymore if I can get AI to do the exact same thing they can do?
do you think there's gonna come a time to where labels are gonna get on the whole thing, like the strike? You know, like with the, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like big business. All right, when we sign this artist, we're gonna sign over his likeness,
the voice,
like his likeness. So
we own that now.
So after the first album, we don't even need you no more, bro.
Well,
so we could just do the AI
album after album,
right?
after
We don't even need the AI. You know what I'm saying?
Again, hip hop 50 years old. We talked about this earlier. Cats ain't really allowing that to happen no more. If you know, you know. If you're just doing it just to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But if you know, you know, like we talk about old boy from the Bay Area that do concerts in his backyard. He's like,
Lil Russell,
Lil Russell. He don't need, who he need? He do his own merch. He got his people around him helping him do the merch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'll only work for those that want the machine behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The independent folks, they can do what you like. And see, I guess that's what it boils down to. For me, that's what it boils down to. Like, AI doesn't seem bad or to me unless it's used against you, or it's used without your knowledge and stuff like that. Like if I'm using AI to perfect what I'm doing, then I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, me neither.
Because it's me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But if, like you said, if you wanted to use AI to write your raps
over my beats,
over your beats, then that's you. But you're not using AI to
use anybody
else's voice to get over your beats.
Nope.
And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? If it's to cater to you, then by all means, I don't have an issue with that. Just like with Beans, just like you said, if DOC was to do a album, his same pen, but his voice from back in the day, I see nothing wrong with that. And I would purchase the album like a motherfucker because it's him. He's not imitating anyone else. He's not using a Pop voice filter. He's not using a Snoop voice filter. He's using his DOC voice. Beanie Siegel is using a Beanie Siegel voice. You know what I'm saying? He's not
even DMC.
DMC. Down McDaniels.
Now they could do it and look if with Frankie Beverly.
Yeah.
Or
we even go to.
Man, hold on. We're gonna go off on a tangent real quick. Because we go off of hip hop a little bit, but I don't think it's necessarily Frankie Beverly's voice. I just think the nigga tired, man. All he been doing is the shows and singing and traveling. Man, after a while, you just tired, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think it's his voice. He's probably still in there. bruh.
Yeah, you been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I'm
Been
just
doing it for a long
tired. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Frank. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Like I said, if it's to benefit you, then by all means.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to imitate people or
trying to do something
do
nefarious
something else,
with it.
now I will say, Pat, me and you will trade AI clips and songs and shit like trading cards
all the time.
And 99% of those shits are just garbage.
Yeah, hot garbage.
You know what I'm saying? I done heard SpongeBob, cartoon characters, Biggie rapping over Nas and Shook Ones and
Michael Jackson.
Down
for my niggas.
Down for my niggas.
Like what are we doing? Come on now.
Like, you know what I mean? But like you mentioned earlier, the one that got my attention to this day, you know what I'm saying? When they got my attention, and still has it, is the Tupac and DMX one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Tupac DMX one is
crazy.
It sounds like it's a song.
Sound like they put it out last week.
Well, let's equate it to this. I think Big Gip saying something about it on one of those podcasts, talking about DJ Khaled. He's like, does DJ Khaled deserve be saying he's the greatest in album credits when he has all these other artists rap over his beats?
Right.
That would be essentially like you doing AI, really. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it.
Yeah, in a way. The Tupac and featuring DMX is called the track is called Facing Death, and it's by a producer by the name of DopeFunk.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
I don't know where he's out of. I haven't heard of him before, but the way he arranged the track, I'm talking about the beat, the instrumental, the lady singing on the hook.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube now. If you want to check it out, check it out.
Please
you could email us at hiphopmarvels@gmail.com and let us know your take.
Please tell us what you think.
Yes, tell us what you think about this AI track. It's one of the most realistic sounding AI joints I've heard to date.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Agree.
And I mean both of their verses. I'm talking about the verses, the beat, the hook. It sounds like a new dated track, and what I mean by that is, the verses are brand new. Never heard any of these verses from Pac nor DMX
at all.
But the record sounds like it may have came out back in the day. But it's just refreshing to hear. It's just really refreshing to hear.
It really is.
And for those that are fans, of them both, like it was refreshing to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like making this an ad or anything, but yeah, man, that shit was fire, man.
It was hard.
Shit was fire. But yeah, stuff like that. I guess that's the future we're faced with. For DJs, I'm a DJ. I think stuff like that is dope. As long as you're not trying to monetize off of it. You know what I mean? For creativity purposes,
the only thing I think AI is missing is actual. I'm gonna compare it to how you would use drums on a digital workspace versus analog.
Right.
You get warmth using analog that you can't recreate digitally.
Right.
It's just like with AI. With artists, you get a certain soul, a certain depth into them. That you're not going to be able to get with AI.
Right.
You're going to hear it.
Right. And now if they master that and perfect that, then then I mean AI is the new wave then, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you said, human beings have souls. AI really don't. That's why that DMX Tupac track impressed me, because it sounded like they were actually there rapping that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why it impressed me.
But here's where I think AI will fail. Like you said, we talk about the soulfulness. Like you said, I never met no one as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leads. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray, the one that wore on money. AI can't feel that. If you was a young cat, you had 2 pair of pants, and you can't
feel that. It's that depth to it.
How would AI know that?
Yeah.
How would they know that unless they start programming that to that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got a problem.
A big problem.
Then you might see battle raps. You're gonna see humans
That's
humans versus AI.
Yeah.
Yo, that should be crazy.
And
you know what I'm
destroyed.
saying? Getting destroyed because AI is going by computer algorithms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That whole binary code
It's
shit.
went through the whole URL and every other
Right.
rap league with every battle rapper ever.
Right.
And has went through it in 2 minutes.
Right. Studying everybody.
Yeah.
Coming up with shit. You know what I mean? So that's what we have to look out for. You know what I mean? So, that's why the name of this episode is called Artificial Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The age of Dull-Tron.
Yeah.
I say Dull-Tron because, you know what I mean? Right now, we're in the age of Dull-Tron with hip hop.
Damn.
It's just a lot of dull, whack, corny shit out right now. So
Shout out to Ultron too, because you say Thanos is your dude.
Yeah.
Ultron is my dude, and here's why. Just real quick, Ultron is my dude because that dude spent literally like 2 to 3 minutes looking at the internet and came up with like, "Yep, humanity gotta go."
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel him on that because
Yeah.
if you look at the internet, you'd be like, "Yeah, I agree."
Yeah,
with
they're
that.
the ultimate threat. He's like they're a threat to themselves.
yes, I mean that's what I love about Marvel villains though, because a lot of them have a good sense of rationality,
Exactly.
rationale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of them, damn near all the villains.
Yeah.
If you think about it, they got this,
They do.
their ideology. You be like, damn, he kind of makes sense.
Got a point.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like
So-
Kane, even Kane's is like if you think about it, when he's talking about the different universes and stuff like that, and he's like, they push me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they all have these backstories. That I like. I fuss with Marvel and because of that too, because it humanizes even the villains. Like Thanos, it humanizes Thanos.
Yeah, that's what I love about Marvel. They're very close to they're very close to being human.
Yeah.
And
because somebody you had to get that way some kind of way.
Yeah, like they humanize a lot of things.
You had to get that way. You had to get that way. Something had to trigger. At some point in your life, there was a trigger that made you go left or right.
Well, there's a very thin line between a hero and a villain anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they got the same backstory pretty much. Something tragic happened in their life.
Yeah, most of them.
And either you went the hero route
or the
you
villain
went
the villain route. Yeah, true. Yeah. But yeah, man, so yeah, the whole AI thing, man, like I said, to sum it up, before we get out of here, is it's a gift and a curse.
It is.
Some people are gonna overuse it and abuse it. Some people are gonna do their damn best with it.
Make great pieces of art.
Yeah. So it's like that with a lot of things. So it's just you just gotta take the good with the bad and just see where people take it. See where people take it. How far people are gonna take it, if they take it far.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah. But yeah, man, getting ready to get up out of here. E, you got a few
I got a few local events.
Events. You know what I'm saying? Nexus events.
Yeah. So we got I don't even want to tell you about T.I. trying to do comedy. I ain't
Come
gonna
on, man.
do
It's
that,
hip hop.
bro.
It's hip hop, bro.
Come on, man. Well, we got Lil Yachty doing a field trip that he's gonna be in Raleigh in the Ritz on the 25th of September. Travis Scott will be out here October 12th in the PNC Arena.
That's gonna be lit.
And ooh, yeah, Lil Brother is gonna do the block party, baby. October 7th in Durham, the Bull City. Hey, partner, you gotta come see that.
Yeah,
I gotta be there. Hey, look.
I'm in the building.
Oh, man.
Who's all on the bill for that? Like,
let me look. I just had it.
I know for a fact Zoe and Tall Black Guy will be there. I know the Cool Kids, which
we were just talking
about them the other day. Cool Kids is gonna be in the building. Big Crit. Shout out to the homie Crit.
It's gonna be lit.
Sounds by DJ Hourglass and DJ Wally Sparks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And hosted by comedian Sam J. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be
gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit, man. The promo, for the for the block party is bananas, man. They did a take, Fonte and Pooh. They did a take on the Harlem Heat. And I'm gonna see if I can pull it up, man. They did a take on the Harlem Heat, and it was hilarious, man. Like when they did that, it was hilarious when they did the joint. All right, let me see. Let me see if this is the one. I think this is it. No, this is another one. I think the first one. Let me see. Let me see if this is it right here. Why can't I find it?
Man, don't tell me.
You know what? No, I know exactly where to find it. But yeah, man, they did a take on the old, like they did a the wrestling promos or whatever.
Yeah.
Take on.
They always had good ones.
Yeah, so
Harlem Heat always had good promos.
Oh man.
Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, oh here it is right here. So
You are watching UPA.
We've seen the intensity of the shows before, and tonight, I expect we can see the same.
Let me tell you something, Jokelin. You out here talking about a clique, but the only clique you need to know about is Little Brother and Sister Cicely. You see, because what you're dealing with right here is the brotherhood, and it's nonstop from this point on. And at UBN, we take what we want, and after we take the stage at the Little Brother Block Party, we want the gold, sucker. Bull City, we coming for you.
Let's go.
My boy.
They got the one from the Hulk Hogan promo.
Yeah.
When Booker T
That's the
said,
kid
Hulk
from.
Hogan, are we coming for you, nigga?
he said, when we come to Bull City, we want the gold, sucker. Bull City, we coming for you. And then they cut it off.
Little brother.
Oh man, but yeah, that's gonna be wild, man. So we definitely gonna be in the building for that, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Here at Hip Hop Marvels podcast. Please remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. We're anywhere you get your podcast. Like I said, just search and you'll find us. Type in Hip Hop Marvels podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our social media at Instagram and Twitter at Hip Hop Marvels. We're now on Threads as well at Hip Hop Marvels, and follow us on Facebook at Hip Hop Marvels, all one word. You know what I'm saying? Anything left y'all got to say before we get on out of here? Man?
Good.
Hey, I'm about to try to drop that Filmo Thick apparel. You can follow me on Lionhead Circle for Instagram, Lionhead Circle 777s on Instagram.
All right. Okay. Good. And, that's it, from the boys here at Hip Hop Marvels. You know what I'm saying? This has been Hip Hop Marvels Podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. Until next time, until next episode.
Pimpin' Pack, Dub Floyd, my kinfolk, partner. All right, man.
What up, young Wizzy? You a genius, partner.